So in the last video, we had just finished up with a winter storm in spring that dropped a little over 10 inches of snow. And then the day after it snowed, it was raining. And then the forecast for the next day was also rain and more snow. So we decided to take a quick little getaway and head out of town to go to a water park. Little boss man right now is on spring break from school. So it kind of seemed like the perfect timing to just, the weather was crappy here. Well, it's still crappy now that I'm back, but the weather was crappy. I was able to take a couple days off of work. Amanda was able to take off, and little boss man, like I said, was on spring break. So we headed out of town, down to this water park for a couple days, and today now I am back. But the one thing I forgot to do before I left, which I'm not exactly sure. I was kind of in, I think, just a bit of a hurry, kind of getting things all put together. Amanda's son, Aiden, he was staying here. He was going to be here to watch over the dogs and to just keep an eye on everything, and also put wood in the outdoor wood burner. Well, the one thing I forgot to do before we left was check just how much wood was in the woodshed to put into the boiler. So today when we got back, yes, we were out of wood in the shed. There was just a few pieces in one of the totes, not enough to fill it tonight and not enough to fill it tomorrow morning. So you may be wondering why I said the woodshed was empty when there's all that wood stacked there to the right. That wood, however, was put in this year, and so that is for next year. I like to have my wood seasoned for at least a year, and so that's why the wood over there on the right side, that's all stacked in there, that is for next year. And so that's why we have to bring wood in with the IBC totes to burn this year. We got back hoping that leaving town for a few days, the weather would kind of snap back into that spring mode and maybe warm up, but it didn't do that. We returned this afternoon with still all this snow on the ground. The wind is blowing. It's, I think, 26 degrees. So it didn't warm up. Nothing really thawed out. And as luck would have it, the woodshed was out of wood. And this is one of the things that you'll hear often mentioned when people list the pros and the cons of an outdoor wood burner. It's the fact that, yes, you have to keep putting wood in it. If you're gone, you either need somebody to be there, or the thing shuts down, and then when you get back, you got to start it back up. And one of the things that I've kind of gotten in the habit of is, most of the time during the winter, maybe once or twice here and there, we'll need to have someone come and put wood in, or either I'll be gone and Amanda will do it, or like in this case, her son will do it. But it's just one of those things that I just didn't think of. Like, oh, I better make sure there's enough wood in the woodshed to fill the boiler when we're gone. But it's nice to have had this pile back here covered and out of the snow, so at least I wasn't digging out snow-covered wood to take in. And some people have always wondered why I don't just have a whole bunch of IBC totes to put all my wood in. And I would need, I don't know, I haven't even figured out how many I would need, maybe 100 totes. And then I'd need room to store all those. And being that I like to have my wood seasoned for at least a year, you'd be filling up those totes to just let them sit. So to me, having totes to just sit around full of wood, I'd rather use them to like move wood around and, you know, just for my personal burning use, toss wood like this into a pile or stack it underneath something, have it covered and have it ready to go when I need it. So yes, I do have to technically handle the wood one more time because I have to throw the wood off the pile into the tote and then take the tote into the woodshed. But for me, this just works. It works. This area down here is kind of in a little ravine, and I can just toss the wood there, keep it covered, let it sit now for, well, I'm not sure how much more of this pile I'll need to pull off of for the remainder of this burning season. If the weather keeps up like it is right now, where it's, you know, in the 20s, end of March, into April, if it continues to be cold through May, I might end up burning a good part of this pile up. And then if that's the case, then next year we'll be taking off that pile and that stack over there, and then I have all the wood already stacked up in the woodshed. So that's just my process. And normally I am on top of things. Normally I have 2-3 totes full, ready to go. It's just that in this case, I didn't give much thought to it. And we left town for a few days and ran out of wood. So check this out. That storm we got blew a bunch of the maple buds off of this tree right here, and all of these deer now are out eating all of these buds that blew down and got knocked down at the rain and the snow and the wind. So that's what they're eating. And like I said, I think it's just all the buds that got knocked off this maple tree right here in the last snowstorm. Because it was windy and rainy, and obviously she's eating. What are you eating there? Yeah, look at that's. They're just nibbling those buds all off the ground, eating them up. They must be tasting good. Yeah, that one's back there is digging in the snow. All right, so after skipping town for a few days, I got to go finish unpacking. I got a few other things I need to do, but we will see you all tomorrow night on the Friday Night live stream at 8 p.m. Central, right here. Tune in, kick off the weekend, come hang out with us. If you haven't ever stopped by, check it out. Let us know if you're new. Come on, like I said, come on by, just hang out, enjoy your Friday night, kicking off the weekend with us Woodhounds, and we will see you there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night.